outside Elstree Studios. Now, basically, where Tesco is, used to be also part of Elstree Studios. And this was kind of known for Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Superman 4, and many other productions, even like Shining, Stanley Kubrick. So, as you can see by the whole layout, it's like this big parking place. Now, back like 30 years or more, the buildings used to cover here, and there were a lot of stages. Even they did like the videos of like Queen, Freddie Mercury, like I Want It All. So this is like where The Crown was set, just right there, the Netflix, and The King's Speech by Colin Firth. And then at the moment they got Should Come Dancing. So George Lucas obviously used the studio for Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and Steven Spielberg as well. So there's been like big names, including like Alfred Hitchcock, who's done like, you know, big names. And then the other side, just down there, right behind Tesco and the buildings, there's the EastEnders set. Now, before EastEnders, where the BBC was purchased, there was a studio where they did the Hammer horror films, which had Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and it's funny, I was talking to this guy yesterday, he was telling me about it, because Peter Cushing has always played the good guy, Van Helsing, except he played the bad guy in Star Wars. And Christopher Lee has always done a lot of like villain roles, like he's done, you know, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Count Dooku, and a Dracula. And so here they've built like a new studio. So here used to be where Big Brother was. So that was kind of base, and that was like newly built. So you know, it's kind of good they keep things, you know, preserved. And you know, you can see here, this is the Elstree Studios. A lot of big name productions, you know, you recognise like Darth Vader, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. This was shot here as well, Return of the Jedi. So, you know, there's a lot of preservations and histories. And it said there's a lot of buildings that are getting demolished. Now, you know, I don't know if I mentioned something like Clockwork Orange. There's a lot of these buildings that was filmed, it's been demolished. So there's a lot of histories kind of abolished. And but it's nice to see some of the film, you know, the studios being reenact, you know, kind of kept. And anyone fancy Tesco and buying some food, please help yourself. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing alright. How's everyone doing? Anyone like a big film fan? Anyone likes films? Likes going to productions? Anyone fancy Strictly Come Dancing? Ah, hi Carol, how you doing? How you been? Oh, was that? Oh, hi Jamie. Oh, how you doing? Sorry. Yeah, have you been here to Elstree Studios? They've got, this is where they do Strictly Come Dancing. Keep dancing. It's great, isn't it? It was like, first it was started by Bruce Forsyth, and now we've got Test Alley, and hopefully the name will come up later anyway. So yeah, so you know, this is really great. And you know, Craig Weatherhorwood, and you know, he's one of the judges. He is so cynical. So you know, there's oh, okay, Carol. Okay, right. I was a little bit confused there. But hello, Carol. How are you doing? Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just here at Elstree Studios. So basically, there's a lot of history to it. But anyone like Superman, and so you know, today I was talking about with a legal attorney about having the film's copyrighted script, and you know, obviously, if you're going to sell your film, you got to go to the right people, you know, because you have to go for the right approach and the right guidance. The trouble is that we always try to go for the wrong advice. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, that we know we always go for the wrong people, but always we try to get the guy, the right guidance and the recommendation, and obviously we'll go the right route. But it's like I hear someone say, "Oh, you're a bit too old for this," or "It's too late now." But no, it's not too late, and this is why I think depression starts, kind of occurring because of the letdowns, and it's very hard. It's like rubbing a tough stain, and you just want to like rub it off or something. So anyway, so I'm just down in Bournemouth at the moment, and I'm just going to kind of walk here. And so just every time I walk in a car park, I feel I wish they could resurrect these studios, because I don't know if any of you guys are a big fan of like Star Wars or like the Indiana Jones thing as well, like the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So and then you can see here, it's like, I mean, it's really great. It's a nice neighborhood, even like with Bournemouth. So anyone based in the UK, anyone been down here in this area before, anyone like EastEnders, we have the British soaps. So it's, no clue. I don't even watch soaps or something, but it's obviously it's always good. Like I always like going to locations, then it just makes me feel kind of part of the history. I've been to obviously the graveyard where George Michael is, and Bob Hoskin. Obviously you have to pay for it, not very pleasant. And look, they got this bus stop. This connects to London and also connects to Edgware. So last night I was watching a video of Alfred Hitchcock, how he migrated to America, and he has all these big names. Particularly his last film was Family Plot. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I don't know what time is the next bus anyway. It will not even tell me. But Alfred Hitchcock, I mean, he was like well respected. Even like Steven Spielberg wanted to meet him. So there's always this top names right here. And you see, the time I was born, the studios were right there, all constructed. And then you look here, they're the reservation with the buildings. So this is the kind of like, we should have preservation. Preservation with our mind, preservation with our ability, and preservation with our passion. And that's how you go forward with it. So, yeah. So there's not very much for me to say, but yeah, guys, if you guys ever want to come down to Bournemouth, if you guys are a big fan of Street Come Dancing, there was a Big Brother, which I went to like years ago, and obviously it's now replaced by Platinum Stage, so it's kind of covered because there's this trees. And you got Tesco Extra. But one thing I will say though, there's a Sky Elstree which has been built. They actually filmed Jurassic World Rebirth with Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali, and I forgot who the name is as well. And it's directed by Gareth Edwards. So Gareth Edwards obviously directed the Star Wars Rogue One, which is a prequel to Star Wars Episode 4. So, it's really cool. It's really cool. And yeah, there's a bus over here. Look at a nice community. So anyway, guys, check out, if you guys, recommend friends, family to subscribe to my channel. Have a look at my videos. I've got some documentaries, some crazy stuff, feature films I'm going to be producing very soon. Really excited. And obviously I've got loads of blogs and things like that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for your love, support and subscribing. And guys, have a wonderful day, wonderful week ahead. And I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bring it on.